This video is not financial advice. I'm not a financial planner. I'm an entertainer. I'm the one and only Apefather in the house, baby. Wow! Okay, so I just watched this video on Treys Trades, stating, that he watched, I guess, Lou from Wall Street's videos over the last, few months. He heard of Lou, he heard of Al from Boston, and he started giving his opinions on them. So one of the opinions he said was Al from Boston, when he put out that video, how AMC could go to $1 million a share. He said that you shouldn't state it as fact. Well, listen, you shouldn't state anything as fact, right? I mean, no one has a crystal ball. No one knows the future of AMC. But here's the thing that I found a little weird. Okay, here's the thing. It's kind of the same thing with Matt Kors. Remember when Matt Kors was with Melissa Lee? And she asked him a direct question. She says, do you feel that AMC will have a MOAS? Do you think it could reach levels like $100,000 or more a share, right? And Matt Kors was like, look, I'm not a good trader. I can't get behind nothing like that. And kind of Trey gave me that same vibe. Now, if Trey would have said something like this, I could see AMC going to $100,000 a share. Listen, there are, a tremendous amount of fake shares out there. And if all apes held together strong, you know what I mean, with diamond balls of steel, yeah, I could see that. But it's the way that he said it. It's the way how he just, he said, listen, I don't know, $1 million a share, he speaks like that's fact, and you got to question these things. So, see, now, if I was sitting down next to Trey and we were having a beer together, let's say in a bar, right? My obvious question would have been to Trey, well, what do you think is a realistic MOAS price for AMC? And I would really like him to answer that. I really wish Trey would say, well, Rich, here's what I feel, okay? And I also like to get that from Matt Kors, but I really wish they wouldn't dodge the question. I know they're going to dodge the question. I know they're going to say something like, well, we can't really put a price target on anything. Yes, you can. Yes, you can, okay? Both of you have been in this movement from the beginning, pumping up AMC, okay? Making a lot of money. Okay, from the apes, okay? From what I understand, Trey made $1 million doing option trading, which I thought, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful to him, but I thought that was against the grand scheme of what we're doing here. I thought everybody was telling apes to just buy and hold, not to do options. Options are bad. Options hurt the MOAS, right? Okay. But that's not what Trey was doing. Trey was doing options while I think he was telling all the apes to buy and hold. Now, you could correct me if I'm wrong, okay? So right off the bat, it's like he's kind of going against, right, what he's preaching, okay? Matt Kors, who knows what that guy's even doing? That guy's charging all this money, $500,000 he makes on Super Chats, can't get behind absolutely no MOAS price. So if I was in a bar with Trey, I would ask him that question. I would say, okay, Trey, so Al from Boston is out of his mind making a claim that AMC could go to $1 million a share during the MOAS. What do you feel, Trey? What do you feel is a realistic price? And I really wish he wouldn't dodge the question. I really wish he wouldn't dodge it. I really wish he would just give me a flat out answer. You know what, Rich? I think AMC could go to $500 a share. Okay? Or you know what, Rich? I think it's realistic that AMC could go to $1,000 a share. Okay, I just want to get his opinion. And I think that everyone should really press him on that. Okay, because see, you know what the problem is? Everyone likes to break the Apefather's balls, but you don't break no one else's balls. You don't break Trey's balls. Why don't you just ask him that simple question? Be like, Trey, what do you think is a realistic price for AMC? Just ask him, okay, and see what he says, okay? And then everything he was saying about Lou from Wall Street, look, I don't agree with Lou on nothing. And the reason why I don't agree with Lou is because, unfortunately, I grew up in Brooklyn. You see, if I didn't grow up in Brooklyn, understand, if I grew up somewhere like in Omaha, I might love Lou. I would love him. I think he's the greatest thing in the world. But because I grew up in Brooklyn, I've been around a lot of con artists in my life. I've been around a lot of people. You understand? A lot of people. Okay, I've seen a lot of things. I've heard a lot of things. And Lou can't fool me. He could fool you, but he can't fool me. That's it, because I grew up in Brooklyn. That's it. I've seen too many things. You know how many cons, you know how many things I've seen in my life? You know how many scams I've seen in my life? You know how many things? Forget about it. Okay, I've seen more things than you watched in movies. Okay, so Lou is a bullshit artist. That's it. Okay, Lou is a guy who is just a great, great con man. That's all he is. That's it. He portrays himself as a Wall Street expert who has connections with Wall Street people all around the world. And, you know, the guy's only Wall Street connection is a squirrel. That's the bottom line. Lou has no Wall Street connections. None. Okay? That's it. Look, you want to watch the guy for entertainment. Like, see, that's another thing that Trey was saying. If he gives you comfort, that's great. I'm not telling you not to watch Lou. Look, if you like him, you like his personality, he makes you laugh, he gives you comfort, go for it, watch him. But is anything he's saying factual? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. The guy has no connections. The guy's a criminal. I'm sorry to break it to you. He robbed $73,000 from senior citizens, got caught, has to pay it back in restitution. He's ordered to live with his mother. He's got probably a parole officer. He's under supervision for 3 years. The guy's a con man. All right, that's it. You love the guy? Great. But as far as him telling the truth to you, nothing is factual. Nothing is factual. Lou is just a guy. You know what he reminds me of? He reminds me of like a storyteller. You know what I mean? Like someone who makes up conspiracy theories. Like, I could do it too, I'll give you the Lou's brokering a deal. Remember that one with JP Morgan? He said he went there. He said, I never forget that video that we made that video. He goes, I just sat down with the corporate, the committee of JP Morgan, and I'm negotiating a deal. Listen, I'm sorry. Listen, I know you guys all love Lou, but if you really believe that this guy, Lou, this friggin' bald-headed guy walks into JP Morgan, okay, a con man, okay, and if you actually believe that this guy sat down, right, with the actual corporate committee of JP Morgan, if you really believe that, man, I feel sorry for you. I really do. I really, if you actually believe, like, you know what, listen, how about this? I met with Santa Claus today. You believe that one too? Listen, Santa Claus told me we're getting a great Christmas present, but it's going to be right after the new year, baby. There's going to be the AMC Boaz. Okay, so that's it. We have nothing else to worry about. Santa gave me the go ahead. Okay, Santa gave me the green light. Listen, I know that AMC is going to Boaz. I know it is. Okay, I just don't know when. You know what I mean? A lot of people are predicting after the new year. It could happen. From their mouth to God's ears. I can't wait for the AMC Boaz. I personally believe that AMC could go to as high as 100,000 or more because, you see, it's very simple. If we don't sell, we set the price. Okay? We set the price. That's it. But see, I don't hear Trey talking like that. See, I don't hear Matt Kors talking like that. And I actually don't even hear Lou talking like that. Lou's got very low brackets for AMC. I think like his high brackets are like 10 to 12,000. All the way down to a low bracket of $100 to $500 a share. But at least I'll give Lou credit. You want to hear where I'll give him credit? At least he's saying he's giving us some sort of a ballpark. Like, Trey doesn't do that, okay? And I think Trey should do that. I really think that Trey owes us, the AMC community, his opinion on how high AMC could go in a MOAS. And I think Matt Kors owes us, okay? But anyway, I just wanted to make a quick video on that because I found it very interesting how Trey mentioned Al from Boston and Lou. Al, listen, let me just tell you how I feel about Al. Al kind of reminds me of like Commander 35. Not that he's a psycho like that guy. It's just that once again, it's like Al from Boston. Like, is that really your face? Like, he posts a picture. I don't know who this guy is. You know what I mean? Once again, it's like, is that really you? I mean, I like to see your face. I like to hear you speaking, and I want to see your face when you're speaking. And you never do that with stuff like that's red flags for me, man. It's just red flags. Same thing with Lou. It's like, he's not really a transparent person. He's not, you know what I mean? All I know is Lou's behind a white building and he's in the parks with the squirrels. He's not a transparent person. See, you know what it is? A lot of people don't like the Apefather, but I'm transparent, baby. I'm transparent. I tell you everything. I tell you how I feel. I tell you where I live. I talk about my family. I talk about the Ape family. I got nothing to hide. But a lot of these other YouTubers, they seem like they got a lot to hide. And when you got a lot to hide, that's a red flag for the Apefather.